Hey dancers, it's Miss Camille. So I just posted a yoga video. It's about, I think, 13 minutes. It's got a warm up, kind of a little active portion. Not super long, just for you to take a break, to kind of get out of your desk chair and get away from homework for a few minutes to kind of refresh your brain and body. This is gonna be a little bit of kind of hand balancing arm work. Okay, so if you're trying to get a little bit stronger for your arm balances, if you're working on trying to get a little bit more core strength, or you just feel like arm balances are something you struggle with, I come from it from like kind of a yoga approach because I'm a yoga teacher as well as a dance teacher. So I want you guys to give it a try, and depending on how you feel, if you can stick with it, I do promise that as you kind of stick with it, it's going to get easier and you'll feel a difference kind of in your upper body. So fingers crossed you guys can embrace this, because it's going to be a little bit different than how you might be doing it in, say, your acro classes or your other dance classes when you're using your hands and trying to get upside down. So we're going to start on the mat. We're going to start on the floor. You, of course, don't need a mat. I just like to use it to soften the floor a little bit for me. We're going to start on our backs. We're going to get a little bit of core engaged, a little bit of core turned on, and then we'll kind of start flowing through, okay? So I want you guys to do your best. Remember, this is a video, which means you guys can stop it, rewind it if you have questions, you know, shoot an email or put a comment in the comment section. Low stress, right? If you feel confused. So I would really recommend doing the yoga flow first. It gets your body a little bit warm, not super strenuous on the body. And then we come into this because both of them are kind of connected. I want you guys to point your toes up to the sky. Try and get your toes right over the hips as much as you can, and then really stretch the knees by pulling your quads up into your hips. Arms are going to be at your sides. This is going to be the biggest thing. Can you lift your tailbone off of the mat without letting your shoulders roll up? So I want you to drop your shoulders down onto the ground, feel your core engage, and we're going to take 8 of these. Pressing down to the shoulders, you're going to go up and down. Joining with me, pressing the shoulders long, hands pressing. So already we're getting our arms turned on, even though this doesn't feel like it has anything to do with an arm balance. Up and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and take a rest. And I'm going to be giving one set of everything because I don't want this video to go too long, because you need to get back to your lives. These are just little break videos for you. You can always pause it and do 1 more set, 2 more sets, 3 more sets. It's great for the core. Bend your knees. Take your knees over to the right. Twist to the left, look over. Now the reason we twist is because when you go into arm balances, you're putting a lot of weight on the spine, a lot of pressure on the spine. We have to give our brains a chance to reset and reconnect with what's going on in the rest of the body. A twist is a great way to do that. Knees back to center, twist the other way. So again, twisting is a reset of the spine. It's getting things back into alignment. Knees back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Draw a deep circle, hitting every corner, massaging out your back. 1 more time, draw a deep circle, and then go the other way, dancers. So big circle, as close to your chest as you can get and around. 1 more time, close as you can to your chest and come around. Great, now the fun part starts. So I'm gonna flip towards you guys so that I have room to do this. What we are gonna do is we are gonna rock and roll on our backs 3 times, and on the 4th time, you're going to stand up on your feet with your knees bent and go into what we call a chair pose in yoga. So let's take it now. Starting on our backs, right? We hug our knees into our chest. We rock 1, roll down, rock 2, roll down, 3rd one, rock 3, stand up. Make sure that you can have enough space and hold. Knees are bent, abs are in, spine is long. 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in, feel your hips working. Deep breath out, sit a little bit lower, keep pressing the hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Great dancers, next part. Scoop your abs, kind of rounding through the core, hands down to the ground. Walk your hands out a foot in front of you, 1 foot. Bend into the knees. No big jump. Just press and pull your tailbone up to the sky and bend your knees again. Shift your weight forward, tailbone up, and drop it back down. Your quads should be working. Tailbone up and down. One more time, tailbone up and down. Walk your hands back in a foot. Come up, chair pose. Inhale where you are. Exhale, stand up. Awesome. And I know I'm doing a lot of like flipping forward and then flipping side. It's so that you can see it properly. Again, once you've practiced this a couple times, you'll start to know it without needing to see me do everything. So let's try this one more time. We're going to go all the way from the roll. So sit down, lower onto your back, roll 1, roll 2, third one, chair pose, stand up. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. Scoop your abs, hands down to the ground, walk your hands 1 foot out. Press up and down, bend the knees, tailbone up and down, bend the knees. One more time, use your core and down. Last one, I lied, press up and down, walk your hands back. Next part, dancers, take your grip with your hands on the ground. Heel of the hand pressing. Feel the palm of your hand pressing at your knuckle pads. Middle of the hand is a little bit of a dome. Make sure you have all 10 fingertips gripping the ground. Hug your elbows in like we just did in tricep push-ups in our yoga flow. Come up high to the ball mounds of your feet. Be brave, but do your best. Knees into your armpits. Shift forward and hold. Deep breath in, deep breath out. What's next? Lift a toe. Hold. Deep breath in, deep breath out. What's next? Lift other toe and hold. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lower your toes, come back and shake it off. Awesome. Roll out your wrists. Roll out your shoulders. We're gonna try one more time. Other way. In yoga, this is called Bakasana, crow pose. Who knows why? It doesn't look like a crow to me. But it's an arm balance, 2 arms. Now, I'm just doing it sideways. Your elbow should be just like this. Dancers, it is just like you're doing a forearm bridge or a kick over. Parallel train track arms, and then you try and work your knees into your armpits. So let's take it one more time just for our Bakasana, just for our crow pose, okay? And then I have one more movement for you to work on. It's crazy for your core if you do it correctly. If you don't, it's gonna feel like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time, so we'll talk about it. So coming back onto your toes, hands down, find your grip. Heels of the hands, 10 knuckles, 10 fingertips, and slight pressure into the front of the knuckles. Shift your weight forward, tricep push-up position, knees to armpits, look at your thumbs. Shift forward, deep breath in, deep breath out. Next time we go 1 toe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Next toe, deep breath in, deep breath out, and hold, 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 and let it go. Roll out your wrists, roll out your arms, 2 forward and 2 back. Awesome. Good work, dancers. Shake it off. Last thing of the day. Again, these are all progressions. If it's hard the first day, if it doesn't make sense the first day, try again, yeah? Coming up, back to where you started, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side like a little rag doll. Plant your hands back down. Feel that grip. Little bit of a froggy pad. You know how frogs have those little suction cups? Little suction cups on your fingertips. Heels of the hands pressing down, knuckles pressing down. Here we go. Last thing. Make sure your toes are as wide as your hands. Your hands should be as wide as your shoulders, so we're all in a square position. You are going to, from this position, I'm going to turn back so you guys can see it from the side. With that stance, you are going to scoop your abs. See how that lifts me taller? I'm down here, scoop the abs, come up. Tap your right toes as high as you can on your right arm. And lower back down. Tap your left toes as close as you can on your left arm. And down. Right toes. And down. Left toes. And down. Right toes. And down. Left toes. And down. Guess what? If you feel like you're not doing anything, it's because you're not pushing with your hands. Your hands are active. You are pushing the ground away, and then you are trying to lift the toes to touch. So let's take 4 together. Push the ground away. Find your little suction cup fingers and go. Right toes, hold. Hold. Push the ground away for 4, for 3, and let it go. Left toes up and hold. Push the ground away. 4, 3, 2, let it go. Right toes up. Push the ground away. Suction cup those fingers and lower back down. Last time, left toes up. Push away and lower back down and let it go. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Gently pull, stretch out your spine. Coming back. Roll up slowly, one bone at a time. Head is last thing to rise, dancers. Shoulders go up and down. Wrists go 2 circles out and 2 circles in. And then let it go. Nice work, you guys. So I hope this felt okay. I hope this felt good. I know it's a little bit different than some of the stuff you generally do in class. These are some really great ways to get some strength into the shoulders and to get the core turned on. You can't do arm balances without core and without really stable shoulders, which is what these are about, okay? And then as we get stronger, we can start really working on pressing up into an arm balance. But until we've got the essentials down, we're not gonna be able to do it. So practice this, do your best with it, let me know how you like it, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, dancers.